Hello everybody and welcome back to our little farming adventure. Now, I've done a few things. For one, we now have leaves kind of scattered about through some paths I made. These are just granite rocks. I didn't want the paths to stand out too much. They're going to stand out more when we get to the greenery areas and stuff like that. But on the coarse dirt, I didn't want them to stand out too much. And it just looks like some rocks have built up over time and allows me to put granite down as slabs to step down into areas. So we now have some paths started. I figured this kind of spacing for a greenhouse over here. Then I was thinking like a chicken coop, or correction, a turkey coop, because they keep spawning everywhere. Maybe just do like a chicken/turkey coop in this general vicinity to keep some of the animals over here. And maybe do a more expansive like cow pen right here. The sheep are definitely going to have to go in like the green zone somewhere. I also cleared the space. I don't want to go over there right now because there's creepers and stuff over there. But I finished clearing the space to get out into here. I took down the mushroom that was in the space. So now we have more room to be able to just keep going down that way. Now, I've also done a few things with cluttered, just throwing some things about. I have some shelves and stuff in here. I still have the spring water. It's just in the bedroom. I didn't know where else to put this. I want to keep it, but I needed my buckets back, so now it's just sitting in here. Doggo is still here. Doggo is safe. I've just put some things around. I did put some shelves up and put all of my stuffed animals up here, including the plushies from the actual creators. They're all up here as well. I plan on doing like maybe another row of shelves of this type. Just putting another row up here to do some more of these plushies as I find them. I think last episode we went and found rice, which finished off all of my gardening needs. I also replaced the tomatoes that were over here with the Farmer's Delight tomatoes because we're starting with Farmer's Delight. So I kind of needed those first. So if we go to this and then Heart of the Homestead, I've actually finished my first harvest. So we did that. Now, I'm going to keep going with all of this, but the focus for today's episode is to get a jump start on Farmer's Delight and to get the second floor of the house in place. Because right now we are working off of just this one floor, and it has a hole up to there. So, definitely need to fix that. There we go. Rustic beginnings. Now I think Rustic Beginnings also gives me a knife, which is great. I'm really thinking that maybe I should make this path go straight through to maybe this clearing and put all my animals here and just sprawl out our farm as big as possible. Just make it massive. Now let's go see how that would look, because that's going to connect to this path over here. It's going to go through here. Probably take down a few trees to make it a bit more evident. But it's definitely not too far away. Okay. Next goal, I kind of want to get a floor plan figured out for in here. I'm going to go grab some wool. Because I definitely want something like back up against here. Like, I think I want to put a library in this back room. Okay. I have a bit of purple wool. I feel like this hallway kind of needs to be a little bit more closed off. Like, I want to keep this space open. So keep this as kind of like a hallway bit. Maybe with like a desk and stuff on here. Have this corner be the bedroom. this corner be the library, because this is going to border right up on here. So this is going to border right up on it. And then like right here, do like a small bathroom back here in the back, the hallway, and then have this become like the bedroom. Probably. I think that's how we'll do it. Floor plan figured out. Okay. I haven't touched the outside walls because those are of course going to be the dark oak that we have everywhere else. I'm probably going to modify these to match more with the outside walls and probably be closer to dark oak. I don't know. It doesn't look horrible down here, but then again, the lighting isn't great down here. I was trying to merge the floor in. This is where I wish we had something like wallpaper in here, where you can have like a very thin, like just like a paint texture over the walls to make them match the inner layer stuff. But essentially, we have the bathroom here. That's toilet, sink, and then tub in this corner. Then we have this big library, because this is where all the extra, for the time being, the start text stuff, the cogs and whimsy, this is where that stuff's going to go. My enchanting setup is going to go in here. All of the starter stuff, that's where it's going to be, is in this room. So that's the reason I'm having to do this, because it's not going to stay this way, because Create can get massive. I've seen some of the Create machines my brother made in our, hold on, I'll think of it here in a second. Our Origins playthrough, I don't know if you guys have seen that, but back in the day we actually had a small server with a bunch of us doing like the Origins stuff. And he was a copper golem, and he hardcore went with Create. Like he went full send into it. And he made some pretty massive stuff. I don't know if I ever managed to get any of that on camera though. Okay, and up here, I've gotten all the walls in place. Now to do the divide between these lighter outside walls and these darker inside walls, I did do beams to kind of like break it. So it isn't just from this directly into these planks, it's beams. So it looks like it's purposeful. And that's on all of the connecting pieces, as well as there's a few on the inside walls just to help a little bit. Now I'm about to run down there, sleep first, and then we're going to figure out a roofing situation. Okay, definitely going to have to throw in some chipped pieces, but I'm going to have to do that after I get more dark oak, because I don't have a whole lot right now. But we have a look for the roof in place. That was kind of my main concern. Okay. Task complete stove. Okay. Didn't know that was a task. I am making another one to fill in this spot. But for right now... Okay, well I made it. Does it not work? Do I need to eat it? Because if that's so, it's going to take it a minute. Because I have to take a lot of damage in order for that to work. Come here and hit me real quick. Thank you. Necessity is done. There we go. I don't know why it took so long to do that. Oh, you came out of nowhere. Just move back over here. But we did finish the soups on. Okay. We're just going to slowly go through as many of these as possible. Make backpack meals list. Dear heavens, you need full stacks of those. Okay. So I need eggs, which means I need to start capturing the turkeys and stuff like that. In here with your feathery brethren. I need to slip like a crafting table in here somewhere. Maybe that's what I can put here. Instead of this, put a crafting table in there. Because it's actually kind of needed for some stuff. Bacon and eggs. Quest completed. Yay! Okay, I think the only creature I don't have that is for this basic mod is pigs. And that's because some of them just genuinely haven't spawned in the area. Okay, we now have every single creature we need as far as the base game. We have chickens, we have pigs, we have sheep, we have cows. All of them are here. I'm going to have to slowly like breed them up and slaughter them because my first sprout, I still need some items for this. So I can get this stuff. But slowly we are getting there. What? Hold on, that was a quest complete. I'm gonna back up real quick. What on earth? Roots that run deep. Oh. Breed 100 cows. Didn't know that was a thing. I also have a feeding trough, which means I can actually expand the size of their area, put the feeding trough in the center, and they will continue to breed. I won't have to touch them. Which is actually a great idea for the cows specifically. Because I need so many of them. So I'm going to quickly expand their area a little bit. Okay. But expanding their area allowed me to put in the feeding trough I just got for breeding 100 of them. And they will naturally go to the feeding trough themselves and continue breeding on their own. I won't have to touch them for a while. They'll just do it as long as I'm in the area and they are rendered in. There we go. Go ahead and smack that down there, I guess. That does finish this one up, though. Okay. Then roots take hold. Oh, this is another one of those. It's a golden leaf. Hold on. Didn't I already have one of these? Yeah. So I now have a secondary one. And I have 8 lanterns. Hold on. It's actually a very good thing to have. To make a tranquil lantern. This needs to go kind of towards the center of your area. Is what I would recommend. I'm actually going to use this one right here. This now makes an area like in a 34 block radius about where mobs cannot spawn. Like hostile mobs can't spawn. So that now protects at least a little bit of the area around our base from just being... Oh? Oh, this is a whole book. Hold on. We will go back. Pages yet to grow. My story isn't finished, and neither is yours. If you've read this far, then your roots are planted to let them grow. Oh. I love all these little books. They are going in the library. Okay. I kind of want to mark this as a... Just mark that real quick. Because these can actually be moved with create. Which is the only reason I'm marking it. Also, another thing I don't know if I mentioned, but the Tranquil Lantern gives constant regen while you're in the area of it. So, essentially just makes our area 10 times more safe. Oh. Oh, y'all have definitely worked through all of that. Oh, we finally got these. Okay. Plant food. Okay. It's not all of them, but it was most of them, which is good. That gives us Heart of the Homestead. Telling new ground. Okay. And then Liquid Courage. This is the one we found down there. So we now have another one of those. I'm gonna let these start aging separately. 3, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, this is a 2-block center. Do I want to keep this as a 2-block center? Or do I want to make it like full 4 on either side? In which case, of this side, we need to go out by 1 more. Okay. Foundation for the soon-to-be greenhouse is in place. Now, this is the first official, like, kind of garden space we're doing. And I've done it this way for a reason. Wanting to use ebony, the same thing we've been using. Go. I'm actually going to need quite a few slabs. Because the slabs are going to be waterlogged. So that we can keep the pathway going and not have to worry about the actual crops. Okay, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put these on the bottom to start with. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're only going to have 2. And those should moisten all the soil that's in here. So I shouldn't need all that much of them. These are starting to, like, process down. I still need to make a bunch more of that. But I'm going to need a much bigger rice field if I'm going to do that. Okay, that gives me a bit more to work with. Now, I'm severely handicapped on this because I need a buttload of straw to do this. And I do not have a plains biome anywhere near me. You can kind of see where I've started to clear this area. But I don't have plains near me. I mean, there's like the shrubland way out here. There's savannas and stuff that I could probably run out to. But I don't really have like just a plain give me a second, I'll think of it. Just a plain plains biome. There we go. Good lord, why that takes so long. Okay. I think we're due for another adventure. I'm gonna go sailing across the water this time. Because we went across land all the other times. I think it's time that we go across this giant waterfront that's right next to me. And if there's a chance of me... Hold on. Isn't there something I marked on my map that I wanted to go check out? Yeah. Let's go check that out first. Because I saw something underground that I wanted to look into. Yeah, I have everything on me. So... It looked like there was some underground, like... crop fields and stuff like that. And I was like, that seems a little bit weird. I'll go look into that later. Well, now is later, and I want to go look. Just block that up. Block this up. Ooh. That's a tunnel really far in there. Okay. I'm gonna do something to save the entire family. Oh. Another portal. There are plenty of portals for when I get a diamond pick. I can just come down here and... There's more iron right there that I kind of want. But yeah, I think whenever we get diamond picks, we're going to just nether highway this. I do love having that lantern in. So less likely that something's going to decide it wants to mess with you. Hey, we did get a massive amount of iron though. It's actually a whole bunch of iron. I actually need to get that smelting. And we got some diamonds. I did not bring that up while we were out there, but we did get diamonds as well. You know that moment when you get sidetracked and you're just like, screw it, I'm gonna do the entire project. I just thought of it, might as well go ahead and do it. Yep, that's what's happened here. Just like, oh, I want a place to go fishing. Certainly made that all in one go. You know, I didn't want this to be like some massive hole into the next lake, but it looks like it's going to turn into that. You know what? Yeah, that's just going to stay there. Okay, so it starts all the way back there. Starts all the way back there, flows down through here, and then ends up here. I'm actually thinking about thinning off the lake up here. Or thinning off the river up here. There we go. We have a few lakes going across the area now. Now we will go back through and detail these later. Right now, this is mainly just for me to be able to go fishing. Because, well, I need fish for the fish stew, so... I think this one I actually had to craft and place. There it is. Honestly, can we just fill up the counter? Fill up the counter. Look at all that food we made. It's Thanksgiving. Oh, we are missing the pies, aren't we? Yeah. Now the last one. Food for the journey. Okay. Finally. One of them is set to be done. I want to finish collecting all the resources for that one before I try to finish it. But this one, that one is now completely done. Okay, but that's where I'm going to leave this episode. We are about halfway done on filling this guy in. Just need a handful more. But it's going to take me a while to get the bone meal in order to do that. We started on, well, we got the second floor of the house in. I just need to do the roof in the next episode. We got the cows a little bit of an expansion, so their pen is now much bigger. We moved the vanilla crops over to here. And the second I get this filled in, I want to, filled in and then aged down, the Farmer's Delight crops are also coming over here. We also got this entire lake in place. And we also made our way almost completely through this Farmer's Delight thing. I just need a bit more rice in order to finish this out. And then we ain't gotta worry about this no more. Liquid courage. I did something in here? Oh. Okay. Vines and vintage. Oh, that's right. We also got done with this. Okay. But... next episode, we're going to finish Heart of the Homestead, and we're also going to finish off our greenhouse, our roof. We're going to finish off all of this in the next episode. That includes texturing this lake, moving the farms around, and actually getting an official farm in place kind of over here. I also think we're going to move the chickens out the way and just expand the cows into their area. Because the chickens, I think I'm still going to put them over here. Still going to put them over here. And then I think I'm going to put a few of our vinery trees back here. Maybe. Or maybe just put an ebony tree in this general vicinity to bring the forest in a bit more. Next episode, I also think we're going to make our clearing to the new farm zone. Like I said, I want to clear this hill down. We're going to terraform this probably in the next episode. And we're going to be making a path from here into here. And this is where our cows and our sheep are going to go. So the next episode, we're going to be finishing up this and starting this. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.